In order to look like a total scammer on a YouTube ad, I decided to make my own to show you how not to do it. So let's waste no time. I'd like to introduce you to my YouTube advert. After, I'll break down each section to teach you what not to do in a YouTube advert, so you can promote yourself in a way that doesn't make people want to rip their own eyeballs out.
Stop posting on social media! If you give me 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how I grew my business to 8 figures in 9 months selling these man bombs. A few months ago I was broke, I had $13 to my name and I was living in a pineapple under the sea. Now I'm flying private jets, hanging around with Richard Branson and partying with real life women. You could be too if you give me 2 minutes of your time, and I'll show you how I went from broke to billionaire. But first I want to talk to you about Amazon, the amazing opportunity you have if you continually post to social media. You can sell anything on there. With my 30 times your business, 1000% guaranteed to change your life system, you will. So just give me 4 minutes of your time, I'm going to show you how you can do it. But first I want to tell you that your life can change. Anyone can do it. I can do it, you can do it. And all I ask is that you just give me 10 minutes of your time and I'll show you how. But first, I want to tell you this advice that I usually charge my clients $10,000 for. But now I'm just going to be giving it to you for free if you stick about for only 20 minutes. And it's going to change your life.
Okay, I'll stop there. You get the point. There are 2 types of scammers on YouTube adverts. Those that are total scammers and those that have listened to gurus advise this method of marketing and don't know any better that it just won't work. Now, I really don't want to have a pop at the latter. I've tried every marketing trick in the book just to test them, so it's unfair to be unkind to those who have good intentions, who are just following the advice of moron gurus. The rest of you though, but the problem lies here. This kind of advert, even if you have the best intentions, just comes across as a scam now. But there are ways that you can market on YouTube that won't. First, let's examine the 2 things you must have to profit from ads. The first is attention. It's very hard to get this online these days, but the good news is you can buy it from a penny a view on YouTube, a view being longer than 30 seconds, not even a view. The second is trust. You can't buy that ever. You have to earn it. And the mistake most people make when attempting these ads is they think people will trust them because they stand there and brag and show off a car or some fake stat on their bank account. Look, this is my bank account. This is how much I made. And this is my Photoshop. Hang on, something doesn't add up here. Let me ask you this. Why is it that the greatest marketers of our generation don't use this method to advertise? Why is Seth Godin not doing this? But actually, well, some do, just in a different way. When you come across a credible business guru like Chris Do from the future, you'll see adverts for his courses and mentorship after you visit his website. By the way, if you don't know Chris from the future, please check them out. Hands down, the best advice online you're going to find for business development. Now, by seeing ads after you've interacted with a website, there is way more chance you already have some form of trust, or at least know who they are. It could be that you watched their videos for years before you wanted to find out more about their services. You might have gone in straight away. It doesn't matter. The point is, if Chris pops up online selling you a course or mentorship, the familiarity builds that trust and it won't feel like a scam. It's definitely not a scam. So the first thing to think about if you don't want to look like a scammer on YouTube is who is going to watch your videos and what do they already know about you. The more they know, like and trust you already, the more promotional you may be able to go. On YouTube, you can select who sees your ads. You could place them on particular videos, show them to people who are subscribed to your channel, target them based on search terms they've been using and their interests. The scammers target marketing content and business content a lot because they believe that the people who watch these are the right people to target, which makes sense. And often when people are starting a new business, they are naive, they might not have seen this before and they may fall for it. There is a way to do this without seeming scammy, but it is the first step, and for most I'd recommend trying to build an audience organically to be successful when trying to sell a service on YouTube like these guys do. I'm sure many people will disagree, and if you do, make a video about it because I'm not going to watch it. So let's break down the fake ad I made to talk about what else you should not do.
Stop posting on social media!
I mean, I'm 1 second in and already the production value says this person has no idea how to market themselves, has no money, and is going to try and scam me. If you make loads of money from something, you probably need to spend more to look the part.
If you give me 30 seconds, I'm going to show you how I grew my business to 8 figures in 9 months selling these man bombs.
Okay, so the intro is a pivot. It's supposed to jar people into paying attention. This in itself can cause an issue. If you're aware of the ad where the woman screamed, "Stop posting
posting on social media.
It's not just annoying, it makes you jump. You get hit with adrenaline because it's gone too far and she's shouting. I mean, what the actual You've got 5 seconds to stop someone from hitting skip from something they have no interest in. If you target them right, they could be interested in what you have to say, but don't be focused too much on them not interacting. Once upon a time, they said it took 7 touch points for someone to recognize your brand. Google now say it's 21. If you do these ads right, you should make lots of short videos. Not one, lots of different ones. This is less annoying for the viewer, and the cumulative experience of seeing them will over time draw interest and build familiarity. These words are getting hard. Try some humor at the start, something useful straight away, or even just start with a testimonial here. Okay, let's move on.
A few months ago I was broke, I had $13 to my name and I was living in a pineapple under the sea.
Why does everyone have to have been broke to be successful these days? It doesn't mean you did better because you started with less, it means you had to let yourself get to a very difficult position where you realise you needed to change, and that's fine, but some people would rather hire someone who's been successful for years and it's a safe bet. Don't assume your story is one everyone will resonate with. Also, you tend to find the most knowledgeable business mentors out there have made a lot of mistakes over the years and they've learned from that and they can pass that information on to you. Someone who has built a 10-figure company in 8 months will have got lucky, will have not made any of these mistakes, and they won't see clear pitfalls for your business.
Now I'm flying private jets, hanging around with Richard Branson and partying with real-life women.
Okay, so showing off. I don't think I need to comment on why that doesn't work.
You could be too if you give me 2 minutes of your time, and I'll show you how I went from broke to billionaire.
So telling people what you're going to tell them isn't ideal. People tend to react to fear of loss and their problems. So starting with the problem they might have that you can solve is a better option, and then intrigue them enough to want to hear more about your solution.
But first, I want to talk to you about Amazon, the amazing opportunity you have if you continually post to social media.
Now the first but first. If you have to put something in the way of information your viewers really care about, then you're going to do their heads in. Telling a story can be powerful, but you're already taking too long, so don't waste a viewer's time.
But first, I want to talk to you about Amazon, the amazing opportunity you have if you continually post to social media. You can sell anything on there. With my 30 times your business, 1000% guaranteed to change your life system, you will.
So I'd say maybe 99% of businesses do not explode with success. There is no secret formula. You might have a product that is in demand, but if there was a secret to success in business, we'd all be flipping minted.
So just give me 4 minutes of your time and I'm going to show you how you can do it. But first I want to tell you that your life can change. Anyone can do it. I can do it.
Here is where you should just educate if it is to a cold audience. Just jump straight away with, here's a tip for generating sales online with Facebook, do X, Y, and Z. Actually give them some useful info.
You can do it. And all I ask is that you just give me 10 minutes of your time and I'll show you how. But first, I want to tell you this advice that I usually charge my clients $10,000 for.
Oh, now he's saying 4 minutes and now 10. Oh, and suddenly he's got clients paying him loads. I thought he sold products.
But now I'm just going to be giving it to you for free if you stick about for only 20 minutes. And it's going to change your life.
Okay, that was very over the top, but I hope it was enough to convince anyone wanting to sell a course or service online that this is not the way to do it. Build an audience that trusts you, then market to them, or find a way to make ads that build that trust. Then produce multiple versions that get your message across in different ways, and make sure you set the frequency so that they don't show too often to people on YouTube. I try to cap mine at 3 impressions a day. There is a ton you can do with YouTube ads. This was just a quick fire tour. I'll go into more detail in another video. As an ad platform, it can be amazing. It's cheap, and yes, Squarespace and Wix did everyone's head in with their ads. But this is what you have to consider. Viewers won't hate on the creator for turning on the ads. They'll have a pop at the people who make the adverts. You can't win on that side unless you're only advertising to people who are already big fans, but you can win with leads, conversions, and sales. If you want to learn more about making videos or YouTube marketing, then hit subscribe to join us on our 10-year channel growing adventure. We release 3 videos a week to help you make better content and use it wisely.